To get started with Tinkercad, you can just click on the Tinkercad icon on the Symbaloo or just go to tinkercad.com. I've also added a link to Project Ignite to make it easy to get back there if you want to check out a tutorial again. Once you're at Tinkercad, you're able to just go to sign in, and the same account that worked for Project Ignite will work for your Tinkercad account. So when you click sign in, you're going to go to more providers, and then you're going to select your school Google account. Again, you want to make sure that you're in Chrome and that you're logged in with your Google account to make it work. You may have to approve or allow for Autodesk to use it the first time. I didn't get it because I've had an account for a while. And then you just kind of chill and wait for it to load. Remember that Tinkercad is a pretty intensive program. I would let it remember you so that you're able to get back to it more easily. And then to create a new design, just click on Create a Design. And this is what your work plan is going to look like. You can edit your grid to make sure that you're using metrics in millimeters. That's in the lower right-hand corner. And I think that's what it is by default, so it should be pretty simple. When you drag an icon or an object on your work plane, you can see the inspector in the upper right, and you can also go to your helpers to find the ruler so that you're able to get the measurements. And that will let you change the measurements for things like your height, width, depth, that sort of thing. All you do is click on the area with the number and hit enter once you've added it. I like to look at it from different angles to make sure I get all the dimensions that I need. Okay, and once you do that, you can take a look at it from the main work plane view, and you're back. Now remember, you can drag other items onto the work plane too and bring them together, and again, you can change those dimensions pretty easily. Right now I'm making a hole that is going to go into the little object. And in this case, it could be for a screw hole for your plate. I like to keep mine tall so it's easier to work with. And I use my arrow keys in the lower right-hand corner of my keyboard to move things precisely where I'd like. So you can look at it from different angles. And at this point, you can also go to your Adjust and Align, and you can see those little dots that come up. That will help you figure out if you're like centering, aligning to the top, to the bottom, to the right, to the left, and so on. And again, sometimes you're just better off using your arrow keys too. It's totally up to you. And there I clicked the item to select it, and I made it a hole. And now I can group it, and that places the hole in the center of the object. And when you look at it from different angles, like from underneath, you can see the hole is actually there. You want to make sure you look at it from different angles because sometimes you have something that is slightly above the work plane surface and the hole doesn't go all the way through. Now you can also ungroup and copy that hole if you want to have multiple screw holes. In this case, I went to Edit and Duplicate, and then I just used my arrow keys to move it over, just to get it to the right place. You can also drag it. Moving it with the arrow keys will help you keep better alignment. You can also duplicate again to get multiples. You could select 3 of them and duplicate, it would give you 6. It's pretty handy. You can go to tinkercad.com/quests to get tutorials, how-tos, and